sportsmanship is an integral part of competition. In order for good sportsmanship to prevail, coaches, student athletes, and fans must display respect, fairness, honesty, and responsibility before, during, and after all athletic contests. We encourage fans to enthusiastically support their team, recognize outstanding performance of opponents, and always exhibit good sportsmanship in their words and actions. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Trustmark Arena for tonight's contest between the Shorter University Hawks and your University of Montevallo Falcons. At this time, we ask that you join us as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome tonight's starters, beginning with the Hawks.
Hello and welcome into Trustmark Arena for this Gulf South Conference matchup between the Montevallo Falcons and the Shorter University Hawks. I'm Wyatt Hall. And let's take a look at the starting lineups. First for the visiting Shorter Hawks, Bianca Thornton, Ronnie Richardson, and Raven Fair, along with Jasmine Gaines, will be in the backcourt for the Hawks, and Brianna Thompson will be the lone forward in the starting lineup for Shorter. Shorter is coached by Dawn Brown in her first year at the program after coming over from Prairie View A&M. Now for the Montevallo Falcons, it'll be four guards as well: Paige Ward, Demaya Foster, Cassidy Bonebreak, Cheyenne Cunningham, and then Alba Perez in the front court. Montevallo is coached by Gary Van Atta in his 8th year, the second year of his second stint here at Montevallo. And again, Coach Van Atta is the winningest coach in Montevallo women's basketball program history. Both teams come into this game today looking for a win. Montevallo is 2-12 on the season, while the Hawks are 3-10. Shorter does have one win in conference, and that was their last win, their last game over West Alabama, 61-57, and Montevallo lost to West Alabama 92-63 on the road. And Montevallo is 0-6 in the conference, sitting at the bottom of the conference, and Shorter is just above them there. And this is a game that Montevallo needs to get a victory in. This is a Shorter team that has been struggling as well, along with Montevallo, and we talked about it last game, but this is a chance for Montevallo to work some of the kinks out, and we've seen Coach Van Atta talk about all season long the immaturity of this team. Maybe we'll see some things come to fruition here. Not sure if Kaya Sane will be playing tonight. We did see her dress out during warm-up. She is not in the starting lineup, but she is a dynamic force for Coach Van Atte's offense. Everything just kind of flows through her, averaging 8.3 points per game, but she's a defensive force as well. 19 steals on the season to go along with 4 blocks. And we'll get set for the first tip. It'll be Alba Perez from Montevallo. And Shorter wins the tip. Goes in the hands of number 22, Jasmine Gaines. And Gaines is the leading scorer in this Hawks offense with 10.6 points per game as their first field goal attempt misses and goes out of bounds. Will be Montevallo basketball. Paige Ward will inbound it, and the full court press will be on by the Hawks. Cunningham will bring it across half court for Montevallo. Trapped in the corner, finds Ward inside to Perez. Layup misses, rebound to Shorter. This is number 13, Raven Fair, who scores the first points of today's contest. Demaya Foster in the corner. And she traveled, so a turnover committed by the Falcons here. And they get off to a slow start here in the first quarter. And the first quarter has been the Achilles heel of this Montevallo team all season long. They've scored their lowest point total in the first quarter, just 184 points. But the silver lining through this is they've gotten better every quarter, and in the fourth quarter is always their best with 252 total points as Cassidy Bonebreak comes up with a steal. Alba Perez over to Ward, who will drive inside and kick back out to Foster over to Bonebreak. Cunningham top of the key now. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Cunningham will drive inside and get fouled. So she'll go to the line to shoot 2. It is Ronnie Richardson, the sophomore from Birmingham, who committed the foul there.
Shooting 2 for Montevallo. Number 24, Cheyenne Cunningham.
Cheyenne Cunningham, the best free throw shooter on this team, 92%. Has only missed 2 free throws all season long as she knocks down the first one there. And Cunningham misses that one. Shorter comes up with the rebound. It's ahead to Thornton. And she'll set up the offense here. Thornton driving inside is fouled. I believe they're going to get it on Cunningham here, and they do. So Bianca Thornton will go to the line to shoot 2. The grad student out of Miami, Florida, who transferred from Edward Waters College. Misses the first one off the back iron there. And Thornton is a 73% free throw shooter on the season for Coach Brown's team. And misses the second one as well. Alba Perez in there with the rebound. Ahead to Cunningham. It goes quickly. Floater in the lane, no good. Rebound to Shorter. And Cunningham had a wide open bone break there in the corner for 3, but decided to take it herself on that offensive possession. Gaines with the ball in her hand now. The leading scorer for this offense. Back out to Thornton. This is Ronnie Richardson. Bad pass inside. Was looking for number 13, Raven Fair. And then Montevallo nearly turned it over, or they did, and they committed the foul as well. Just sloppy play in the half court there by the Falcons. And that's the first personal foul on Alba Perez. And that's one player that cannot get in foul trouble, as she's the only starting front court player and really the only other player that plays in the front court for Montevallo is Courtney Smith, a freshman. A deep three is airballed, but the offensive rebound is there and put back up twice. Jasmine Gaines gets it to go on the second time. 4-1 early lead for Shorter as they put pressure in the half court. Cunningham over to Ward. In the corner to Bone Break. Cunningham, long two, no good. Perez trying to get the rebound, but it comes up in the hands of Fair. And Thornton goes quickly, and she just slices right through the defense for two. 6-1 early lead, and I mentioned the struggles in the first quarter for Montevallo, and we're seeing that hold true here tonight again. Ward will fire from three. No good. And a foul against Montevallo. It's going to be Cunningham. That's her second. So Coach Venata will have to sit Cheyenne Cunningham for a second. And we see Nautica Philpott and Kaya Sane come in. Two defensive monsters for this Montevallo team. A team who is second in the conference in steals with 10 a game. Kaya Sane has 19 steals on the season, and Nautica Philpott has 24, averaging almost 2 a game. See what kind of spark they can bring to Coach Venata's defense here. Gaines, bounce pass inside to Thornton, and she is fouled. And they're going to get Kaya Sane with the personal foul, her first after checking in just seconds ago. Almost 4 minutes of play. Montevallo has yet to hit a field goal, as that free throw is missed by Thornton. Thornton is 0 of 3 from the line today. 0 of 4 now, but offensive rebound is put back in by Brianna Thompson. Thompson, the leading rebounder on this Shorter team with 8 a game. Sane loses the ball. Ronnie Richardson comes up with a steal. Thornton for three. No good. Rebound out to Bone Break. Long rebound there. Bone Break, deep three. No good. And it'll be Shorter basketball as it goes out of bounds before the rebound. Well, actually, they're going to get Kaya Sane with a foul on the rebound. And so because that is the 5th foul, Shorter is already in the double bonus here, and Thornton will go to the line to shoot 2. And Kaya Sane, just after coming in, has picked up 2 fouls.
Number 2, Bianca Thornton.
Thornton 0 of 4 from the line today. And Thornton knocks down her first free throw attempt. Courtney Smith will come in and give Kaya Sane a break.
Substituting in for Shorter, number 12, Denise Newton.
And that one is good by Thornton. 10-1 lead by Shorter here as they continue to put on the full court press. Foster rims it in. First field goal of the day. Foster, the second leading scorer on this team with 9.6 a game, just behind Jamaica Maureen, who we have not seen today. Maureen usually comes off the bench as sort of the 6th man type player for Coach Venata. Fair, long two, no good. Rebound to Foster. Bone Break. Under 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter now. Nautica Philpott driving. Passes it out to Foster for 3. No good. Rebound to Shorter. And it's number 12, Denise Newton, who takes it the other way, who has checked in for Shorter now. And that pass is deflected out of bounds. Under 5 minutes, so that'll bring us the first media timeout of the first quarter, as Shorter is leading 10-3 here with 4:28 remaining here in this quarter. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back here in Trustmark Arena. Stay with us on Montevallo for You.
Dead ball. It was just a dead ball out of bounds. Take that to the regular back. Let's just reset them. Everybody out there.
Hello and welcome back into Trustmark Arena. I'm Wyatt Hall, bringing you this Gulf South Conference matchup between the Montevallo Falcons and the Shorter Hawks here. The Hawks are out to a 7-point lead early on, 10-3, and Montevallo continues to struggle shooting, just 14% from the floor, 1 of 7, and 0 of 3 from beyond the arc. And they continue that from last game against Lee, in which they just made 1 3-pointer all game, or 1 of 8 on the day. Courtney Smith out to Foster, over to Bonebreak, who will try a 3. And no good. Rebound to Shorter. And Fair is fouled as she kind of fell over the back of Bonebreak there. And this is the 6th team foul of the quarter, while Shorter only has committed 1 team foul in the first 6 minutes of play. That rebound is knocked, or free throw is knocked down by Raven Fair. And the second one is good as well, 12-3 lead for the Hawks here. Nautica Philpott, the ball in her hand for Montevallo. Ahead to Foster, who tries to save it as she was falling out of bounds, and it goes out of bounds off of Shorter, so Montevallo will retain possession here. .23 seconds on the shot clock. Jamaica Marine has checked into the game now for Montevallo, the leading scorer, 9.7. Bonebreak kicks it out to Philpott, who'll try a deep 3. Can't get it to go. Marine in there on the rebound, but it falls into the hands of Newton, who takes it quickly the other way. Thornton directing traffic here. Goes inside, number 32, Jackie Hudson, who is fouled by Courtney Smith on the shot attempt, and she'll go to the line. It's a 7th team foul. Montevallo playing very sloppy defensively here early. And while this is a lengthy roster with 18 players on it, foul trouble is still a big concern for these players, as Coach Vanana only plays around 10 or 11 players a game. 13-3, the lead here for the Hawks. Montevallo continues to struggle from the floor. Foster driving baseline, floater, hits the front of the rim. Another rebound to the Hawks. Newton, high off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound by Hudson. And a foul away from the ball here. And they're going to correct the shot clock here to 20 seconds. The previous shot did not touch the rim, says the official. And so Shorter will inbound again. Substitution for the Hawks here. Number 23, Grace Keeley comes in, the senior out of Marietta, Georgia, 6 foot tall, providing some height into this lineup. And that layup rolls in and out by number 11, Tatum Ragsdale, and then on the ensuing shot after the rebound, she walked. So it'll be Montevallo basketball. Ragsdale is the leading three-point shooter on this team with 36% on the season. And she has some height as well at 6'1", tallest on this roster. Sophomore out of Beaufort, Georgia. And Marine took a couple steps there too, says the official. So Montevallo will give it right back to the Hawks here.
Montevallo, number 23, Alba Perez.
Alba Perez checks back in. (13-3). Shorter leading here. Thornton. And the three is taken by Ragsdale, but no good. Philpott going quickly. And a foul is called against the Hawks. It's number 22, Jasmine Gaines, who's called for it. Who's on the floor, so Montevallo will just inbound here. Philpott inbounds to Marine. Gets a layup to go off the glass. And we saw Jamaica Marine have a big impact, scoring 18 points in the West Alabama game off the bench. We'll see if she can carry Montevallo here, as Kaya Sane has gotten into early foul trouble with 2 fouls. Thornton, kick out to Hudson. The baseline jumper is good. 10-point lead for the Hawks, a minute and a half remaining here in the first quarter. Marine driving in. Shot is no good. Rebound to Courtney Smith, but a jump ball. And Montevallo will keep the possession on the jump ball here. 15-5. The lead still. Marine, jumper, no good. Rebound to Ragsdale. And Marine trying to do it all herself here. Missing the last 2 shots she's taken now. Approaching a minute to go here in the first. And that shot no good by Newton, or Gaines. Ward for 3. No good. Rebound to Gaines. And she's in a 1-on-3 situation here. And they're going to get Paige Ward with the block instead of the charge. According to the official, Ward was not in legal guarding position, so it will send Gaines to the free throw line, and that is the 8th team foul in this quarter. And that one rims in for Gaines. Ronnie Richardson comes back into the game. 40 seconds to go here in the first. Montevallo struggling from the floor. Shooting just 14%. Only made 2 field goals today as they miss another, and a foul is called against Courtney Smith on the rebound attempt. And that'll send Cassidy Bonebreak back in after the free throw here.
Shooting 2 for Shorter. Number 23, Grace Cayley.
As Grace Cayley will go to the line. 28.3 seconds, so shot clock will be turned off following the free throw, so either team could hold for the final shot of the first quarter, depending on who gets the possession. And that free throw is made by Keeley. Perez inbounds to Philpott, and she'll slowly take it up the floor, dribbling out the final 20 seconds of the first. And a foul against Grace Keeley as she tried to take it away from Alba Perez. It's only the third team foul for Shorter this quarter, so it'll just be an on-the-floor foul, and Marine will inbound. And she has to throw it all the way to the other end of the court. And Jasmine Gaines made a fantastic defensive effort, but knocked it out of bounds. So 17 seconds now. Philpott will bring it forward once again. And again, Jasmine Gaines gets her hands on it, and she's got a chance to score, and she does. 5 seconds remaining. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ward will have to fire it up. And no good. 21-5 is the score at the end of the first quarter. Montevallo struggling early here in this matchup between the Shorter Hawks. We'll take a quick break here, and we'll be right back in Trustmark Arena for Montevallo and Shorter. Stay with us here on Montevallo for You.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the floor, the University of Montevallo dance team. Music make you lose control.
Hello and welcome back into Trustmark Arena on Wyatt Hall. It'll be Shorter possession here to start off things in the second quarter as they lead 21-5. And a poor shooting performance by the Falcons here in the first quarter. 2 of 16 from the field with 12.5% from the floor. As Shorter continues to dominate the boards with their 19th rebound. And turn it into 2 points, extending their lead 23-5 here. Montevallo is also 0 of 8 from 3. And a turnover was committed by Nautica Philpott there. Number 13, Raven Fair, got her hands on it and called timeout for Shorter, and it'll extend to a media timeout as it was the first timeout called here in the second quarter. 9:23 remaining, and we'll take a quick break, and we'll be back here after this timeout. And welcome back to Trustmark Arena. This is the 13th meeting all time between the Falcons and the Hawks. Montevallo owns the record 10 2. And these teams have not met since 2013, in which Shorter won that game 65-62. But Montevallo did win the first 9 games of the series. And Deasia Marsh has checked into the game for Montevallo and causes the jump ball, and will give the Falcons the possession here. Marine. Over to Philpott. Pass inside to Perez. Gets the layup to go and the foul. What a great pass there by Nautica Philpott. And Alba Perez made a fantastic cut to the hole off the pick and roll. And she'll have a chance to complete the and one play. Nautica Philpott will come out and take a breather. Cheyenne Cunningham will come back onto the floor for Coach Fernanda. And a substitution for Shorter as well as number 11, Tatum Ragsdale, comes back in, giving Raven Fair a break. Jasmine Gaines will bring the ball forward for Shorter here. Gaines can't find a lane. Gives it to Brianna Thompson here. 5 on the shot clock. Ronnie Richardson gonna have to do something. And Gaines will fire a 3 at the buzzer. No good, but an offensive rebound. But before that, there was an offensive foul against number 10, Brianna Thompson, which is what enabled her to get the rebound there. 23-8. Shorter leading here. Approaching 8 minutes to go in the first half. Marsh pass inside to Cunningham. Back out to Bone Break. Over to Perez. Back to Cunningham, who drives inside. Nice floater, but misses to the left side. And another foul. It is on Alba Perez. That's Alba Perez's second personal foul, so 3 players with 2 now. Devon Foster, Jamaica Maureen, and Alba Perez, and Kaya Sain as well. As Richardson knocks down a 3, that was the first 3 for either team today. And that goes out of bounds off of Shorter. It was Ragsdale who touched it last for the Hawks, so it'll be a Montevallo basketball. And Courtney Smith comes in for Alba Perez, who has 2 fouls now, but Smith has 2 fouls as well. And Thornton and Smith were fighting down low for position, but the officials believe there was too much contact there made by Thornton, so she is called for the foul, and Montevallo will inbound. Marine over to Cunningham. Tries to drive, but gives it out to Marshall. Will drive herself and throw a floater up, get her own rebound, and gets it to go and has an and one opportunity now. Deasia Marsh being very aggressive there. Fantastic job for her to follow the ball after her shot, get her own rebound, and put it back in. 26-10 with 7 minutes remaining as Marsh completes the and one. Thornton, or Gaines inside to Thornton, out to Ragsdale, no good. Marine with a bone break. Bone break for three. Knocks it down. Cassidy bone break from deep. And that's the first three-pointer made today from Montevallo. And as of late, Cassidy bone break really has been struggling from beyond the arc, but maybe she'll get back in her rhythm there after knocking that one down. 26-14 the lead for Shorter still. And Shorter's on a 9-2 run here, or Montevallo's on a 9-2 run here in the second quarter, playing much better than they did in the first quarter. Shorter cuts into that run after the field goal made there, 28-14. And Marsh tries to make a fantastic play there coming in from behind, but goes out of bounds. And a substitution now for the Hawks. Morgan Flynn checks in. 5'7" freshman from Ider, Alabama. Thornton for three in the corner. No good. And it goes off of Courtney Smith's hands out of bounds, so it'll stay Shorter basketball here with a fresh shot clock. And an errant pass there. Demaya Foster comes up with it and is blocked. Well, they're going to call a foul, actually. With number 10, Brianna Thompson committed the foul there. But just a poor pass on the inbound there by Shorter, and Demaya Foster came up with the steal easily. First free throw attempt for Foster misses. Foster is able to get that one to go. Ronnie Richardson out to Gaines, goes inside to Thompson, back out to Flynn. 4 on the shot clock. Richardson fires up a 3, rebound to Foster. Ahead to Marsh, who goes crashing to the hole and lays it in. Deasia Marsh, 28-17. A 12-4 run here in the second quarter for the Falcons after they only scored 5 points in the first. It's just an 11-point game. And Ronnie Richardson's jumper misses, rebound to Marsh. And Montevallo pushing quickly. Bone break in the corner for 3. Can't get it to go, but Marsh nearly comes up with the rebound, but Gaines takes it away. And Foster fouls Flynn hard. First foul on Foster. And Morgan Flynn will go to the line to shoot 2. Some substitutions for Shorter here. Number 12, Denise Newton, and number 32, Jackie Hudson, check in. Flynn's free throw misses again. Marsh the rebound. And since coming off the bench, Marsh has been very important defensively and offensively for Montevallo as of late. Cunningham for Courtney Smith, going inside to Marsh. A jumper no good. Newton driving inside, floater Off the back iron, rebound to Marsh. And Thornton takes it away. Just a lazy pass there by Deasia Marsh. And Thornton gets it to roll in, extending that lead to 13, 30-17, as we approach 3 minutes to go here in the first half. And Gaines takes it away from Cunningham. No one in front of her, but can't get the layup. And Cunningham comes up with the rebound and hands it over to Marsh. Courtney Smith in the corner. Finds Foster. Bone break. Hand off to Foster there, who will drive to the left side. Nearly loses the ball, but gets it back. And kicks it out to Cunningham, who just can't control the pass. Montevallo was moving the ball well there, but just a mistake on the pass there by Foster. We'll give Shorter the ball back here with 2:26 to go in the first half, 30-17. Montevallo has played much better offensively here in the second quarter, but they still have not had an answer defensively or on the boards against a Shorter team, as Thornton knocks down a three. Bone break, hesitates, drives in, and they're gonna get her with the charge as number 32, Jackie Hudson, stepped in and drew the charge against Bone break. Thornton misses this time, and Marsh saves it from going out of bounds. A minute and a half to go here in the second quarter. Marsh's pass is tipped, but Cunningham somehow gets it back, and Montevallo comes up with the rebound after the missed shot. Bone break directing traffic. Her pass is tipped. Foster comes up with it. Ten on the shot clock. Bone break will fire from three. No good. Marsh comes soaring in for the rebound, but Raven Fair hauls it in herself. And quickly the other way, Thornton puts it in off the glass, 35-17. And now they're on a 7-0 run here in the last 3 minutes of play. And Bone break is fouled. She was not shooting, but it is the 5th team foul, so she will go to the line to shoot two as Shorter's in the double bonus.
Shooting two for Montevallo, number 21, Cassidy Bone break.
Bone break makes the first free throw attempt, as both sides will substitute here. It's Paige Ward who comes in for Cheyenne Cunningham for Montevallo. And Tatum Ragsdale, who will come in for Bianca Thornton for Shorter. 36.1 remaining here in this quarter as Bone break makes her second. 35-19, the lead for the Hawks. Pass inside, kicks it out to Ragsdale, who drains the three. And Marsh inbounds it to Smith. Over to Ward. 14 seconds remaining. Ward nearly loses the ball. Falls down, tries to throw it away, but a foul is called. And it will remain Montevallo basketball. They're going to get Gaines with the foul.
Correction, number 22, Jasmine Gaines.
So Ward will shoot 2 free throws. First one is good.
Match up. Match up.
And the second is good as well. 9 seconds remaining in this quarter as Foster fouls Raven Fair. And Montevallo did have a foul to give. That's only Foster's second. Ragsdale driving baseline floater, no good. Rebound to Marsh, 1 second. And nothing she can do there but dribble it out. 38-21 is our score at halftime as the Shorter Hawks are leading over the Montevallo Falcons here in this Gulf South Conference matchup. We'll take a 15-minute break here, and we'll be back in Trustmark Arena for the start of the third period here as Montevallo is taking on Shorter. Stay with us here on Montevallo for You.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the